The battery's almost done. Okay, shoo. Back through here. Beacon. Ooh. Might need to make a gym. You know, you're right, I never made that. That was, something that... no one's requested it. So far, I've been making stuff by request.
Should I do this now?
Alright, so kitchen queue is done. I guess put you back in here. And production... Wait, is the battery done? Oh, battery is done, nice. Alright. Okay. And the battery just teleports to my pocket, that's so handy. Okay, now for the big test.
Looks like I'm done. Should I go there next?
Sure. Oh. Okay. Actually, wait a minute. Could we have gone... Let's cancel that. I completed Act 2, but having a big break before Act 3 too stressful. Yeah, I was talking about this earlier, and I was like, yeah, this is an incredible game that I will never play again. It just rips my heart apart. It's mean. I don't think I can get power through here. Alright, I'm gonna have to go the long way around. Actually, hang on a sec. Okay, yeah, that's not gonna work. Dude, it takes so many freaking pylons. That's more radiation. Okay. Alright. I need to wait a minute for... Wait. Am I in danger? Yeah, that's coming toward me. Okay. They're making a pack of pylons right now. I just need to give them like a minute. Stop! Where's the other core for that thing? Unsure. Two-thirds done. Dude, you know you're playing the good guys when you have a quest that says find the rebel base. That's how you know you're on the right side of things. There. Ah, alright. Alright. Got access to all the essentials except Rapidium. Don't really need Rapidium right now. Alright, so we still got some daylight left. What can I open up during that time? Let's see, up the ramp, left, immediate right. You said you were doing Darktide later. I'm playing Darktide with my son after the stream and after I get a little bit of work done. For Mutiny Monday, I don't know that I'll be doing it tonight on stream, but both he and I are eager to try out the Arbites. Question for you, Charmon. You would probably know. Is the Arbites a paid DLC or is it a free update? $12.99 for class, $18.99 for deluxe.
This looks promising.
What does deluxe include? Skins.
Light. Almost there.
Is there anything... Is there any gameplay locked behind deluxe? No? Okay, thank you. Alright, so I guess I'd have to pick up 2 of those. Because me and my kid both want to play it. Alright, so this unlocks a shortcut. Sort of. Oh, I see a humanoid.
Is that a shelter?
What's up, rebel scum? Steam achievement, I found you. Please don't stab me again.
There you are. You okay? Huh? Seriously? That what you want to talk about?
Huh.
I thought I'd never see you again. You got some guts to follow us all the way down here. Don't you get it? The party's over. I got the impression you wanted me to find you. Oh yeah? And what gave you that impression? The light? Why else would you bother with it? It's not for the rescue ship, is it? I wouldn't have made it through the sandstorm without it. Yeah, well... I was pissed at you, but... leaving you out there to your death? I'm not that guy.
You put me on my deathbed for like 5 days, though.
You're going to die if you stay out here any longer. Anything's better than serving as lab-grown meat for Maxwell's experiments. You're right. It was a mistake to trust him. I learned some disturbing things about his project. To be honest, the man is starting to scare me too. Oh yeah? Tell that to Tabula Rasa. Your mistakes actually have consequences for others. Admitting to them won't take that back. So, you really want to stay out here? How do you intend to survive the sun? In the tour vehicle? Are you kidding me? That thing is good protection against radiation, but it won't withstand the sunrise. Only a proper shelter will. And this place provides the perfect terrain for one. So that's what you're building. Yeah. And it's no picnic. So, why don't you get back to your base and just let me get on with it?
Trying to think, I'm recapping what I know about the technician. Sometimes he wants you to be like a bro and be emotional with him, and other times he just wants you to give it to him straight. He's a little bit more complex than the others. Like the scientist, always logical. The botanist, always emotion. This guy's more human than they are, in my eyes. Maybe I respect his decision. Like he's an adult. He's an adult human. Maybe I respect his decision to want to leave.
Is there anything I can do? Yeah. Let it go. Do you have enough food? That's none of your business. You don't have enough food. There's not enough of anything, okay? Are you happy? But I don't want your fucking help. Just go, okay? You're making things worse.
Ask me something only I would know. One of two identical Peters is an imposter. Time to come up with some smart questions.
Nice. I don't know that movie.
Okay. They didn't really mark that base on the map. That's weird. I can get this shallow metal. Okay. Little bit down here I haven't seen. Oh, hello. One of the aggressive ones. Bong? We brought a bong to space? A water pipe I brought in secret from my parents. I smoked it in an abandoned house in the neighborhood. For a moment, the whole world would be peaceful and friendly, me included. Lena wasn't a fan of me smoking, so I only rediscovered it some time ago.
Yes. I was missing that.
Smashy, why do you have a bong emote? Yeah, talking about tonight, some of you may have heard me recently talking about, like, the new big Riftbreaker stuff. And I want to purposefully upgrade my game to the open beta with the new campaign and stuff. I inquired with another content creator, and I don't want to name drop them yet because they're not 100% committed, about doing a campaign of the new multiplayer Riftbreaker, which is supposed to be much more challenging. The weapons have all been rebalanced. The enemies have been rebalanced. There's new enemies, and it has multiplayer scaling. So if you go in there with more people, well, it immediately doubles everything. So we wouldn't be doing like brutal 500%. We would do like just brutal. But yeah, so they said, how about possibly next Monday, start it then? Because I told them my schedule. I said, I'm looking to find a group of people to do this every Monday until it's done. And I said, okay, I'll wait on you. So tonight, I'm thinking of trying Riftbreaker, the new patch, on survival and see if it feels any different. Because the new weapon balancing, it really intrigues me, because for some things, like the flamethrower weapon was basically useless. Like, the flamethrower did light damage in front of you, but it did less damage than just a sword swing. So a sword swing would just kill all the little dudes in front of you, damage the big ones. The flamethrower just damaged the little dudes and damaged the big ones. I located the tur vehicle.
I found the tur vehicle. Oh, so you went looking for it. Yeah, I wanted to confront my rebellious soldiers.
Don't call him that.
Obviously, and did you succeed? I don't know. I talked to the technician, and I think they might need our help with supplies. What's your take on this? Should we help them? My take, of course. Never do what you think you should do. Think about what you need to do, what your guts tell you to do. That's what matters more than any sense of obligation, trust me.
Before the game crashed earlier and I had to reload, I clicked we're almost there, and he goes, no, you're almost there. They're gonna kill us. And he got real sad about it, so.
I found our rebellious party. They're alive. Looks like they have no bad intentions.
Except almost killing me.
Left alone. What for? To die in that exploration vehicle? They're building a shelter. Oh, please. Spare me the details. They should be putting those skills to use here, helping us, not making a sophisticated grave for themselves. Quitters.
Quitters. Alright, refiners in the kitchen.
So, had enough time.
So remember, he was born this morning.
Come to terms? I don't think that's gonna be possible, Jan. I heard about the horrors that went on in here. Tabula rasa. I'm sorry, but I can't be on your side.
Is he gonna quit? Is he gonna leave us too? Wait, he has something else to say, but he walked away. Don't walk away while you're talking to me. Give him the bong.
Hey, I found this.
You look stressed.
I wanted on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too. No way. Is that my old pipe? Yeah. And it
like,
sure is.
I heard you all ate at altar.
I didn't use it often.
Would you like a bong?
That's
That's why it looks better than I remembered. I used it a lot. It inspired so many crazy ideas for fixing the world. Thank you.
Of course, the guy that was out doing strikes and picketing and stuff like that was on drugs. Okay, we need to rest. We've done a lot, and I would like to save it. Also, we'll lose a bit of radiation. I could sleep in the infirmary and lose more radiation, but then he would sleep in, and I would lose half of tomorrow, so I'd rather just... If I'm not in critical condition, we'll just use the normal bed. Lose a little bit of rads. Magnetic storm in one day. That's gonna suck. Okay, we got the beacon. Magnetic storm. We have repair kits. Maybe we should increase how many we keep. Twitch drops for Darktide started. Good to know. Let's see. Workshop off shift, research lab off shift, minerals outposts. Do need more minerals. Okay, what do I do with the beacon? Craft a supply package. Optional task. Ooh, it's for the boys. Need 60 minerals. Are you serious? Alright. 60 minerals for the supply package. Okay. And if I want automatic outposts, I need more minerals as well. I've never made an automatic outpost. I don't know. Alright, hang on a sec. Place the beacon on the cliff by the ocean. There's an ocean nearby? Oh, geez. Okay, way over there. Alright, that's in the direction I haven't even gone. Okay. Alright. Put him in the kitchen for now.
Should I do this now?
Do that. Oh, wait. I put him literally where I'm at right now. That's not what I meant to do. Yeah. Okay. Production. Automatic outpost. Works every day without an operator. Let's do that. Okay. And then we need another 60 minerals.
Looks like I'm done. Should I go there next?
Sure. Shako says, Muck, did you figure out what killed the sheep? Yes. Yeah, okay, so when we grow an altar, they grow from 0 to nothing. Or sorry, they go to full grown in like, you know, a day, and their brain grows so fast they get tumors. And then we had to find a solution. Like, literally, that was a huge part of Act 2, was finding a solution for that. Did you figure out what killed the miner? No, actually, I did not. Alright, so... Alright, minerals outpost. Alright, build automatic. Okay. I've never used one of these before. Sounds like a dream come true. Never used one of those before, so automatic mineral income without a person there. Alright, and next up, we need 60 for the supply package. Alright, let's sleep. And that'll save the game, which is always a little relief. Man, chat, I gotta tell you, it's like this game. Hold on, let's pause and talk for a sec. So, this game, Act 2, for anyone who missed it, because we're past Act 2 at this point, right? We had to make a big decision, which is kind of like the trolley problem. You know, for those who don't know, the trolley problem is like a train is going down a train track, it's going to run over 5 people. If you pull a lever, it'll switch to a different track and kill 1 person. If you do nothing, 5 people die, but you're not responsible for it. If you pull the lever, 1 person dies, the other 5 live, but you are responsible for the 1 person dying. Alright? And lots of people answer this thing in different ways. And if you multi-track drift, you can kill all 6 of them. Now, in Act 2 of this, everybody is getting brain tumors that was grown. So basically everyone except you. All your alters are. And you're presented with 2 solutions to deal with it. One is a chip you put in their heads, which will somehow get rid of the problem. But it also is a tracking device. And also, in the past, these were used to basically rewire criminals. So it would basically, for the rest of their life, they would essentially be slaves to the corporation. The second solution is there is a cocktail that you could make, or like a injection you could make that gets rid of that stops the tumors from growing, but it has to be made with brain tissue from a healthy donor. So we had to grow a clone, but don't give it any memories, so it was basically a blank slate. It had never even said goo goo gaga, alright? It was effectively a vegetable, but it was breathing. Grow a clone for the express purpose of harvesting the brain to make the medicine that cured everyone. Those were the 2 options you had to choose from in Act 2, which are both horrifying in different ways. I ended up going the second one I said, with the brain thing, because I thought that was better than everyone having a chip in their head making them a slave for the rest of their life. Now I think no matter what you pick, I think there's a mutiny. I'm pretty sure. I was curious, so I told my wife about this. My wife usually doesn't care about the video game stuff, but I was like, hey, I'm curious how you'd handle this. And I told her about all of it. And I was like, first I'm presented with the brain thing. Do you do the brain thing, or do you look for another solution? And while spending time on that, they could die. And she goes, I would look for another solution. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, okay, you do find another one. And I tell her about the chips. And I was like, what do you do? And she's like, those are both awful. And she's like, I think I would let them die. And I'm like, what? And she's like, I would let them, I'm like, there's like 5 of them. You would let all 5 of them die. And she's like, well, yeah. She's like, but if I do the clone thing, then I'm responsible for that guy's death. And I'm like, yeah. You think it's better to let 5 die than purposefully do the brain thing with one, brain dead vegetable that's never had a thought? And she's like, yeah, because then I would be responsible for it. I'm like, I'm glad you're not my doctor. I'm like, what? And then I told my son about it, and he's like, I told him about all of what I told you guys, and he's like, I think I do the brain thing. I was like, yeah, I did the brain thing too. I was like, there's no good answer here, but that felt like the less evil one. But I was just like, oh my god. She didn't pull the trolley lever. She's like, yeah, it's not my fault. Everyone died. I was just like, good lord. All right, supply package, beacon. I don't know if I need to do the supply package first. All right, production, supply package. There we go. All right. And workshop. I am hoping that by bringing them this, they will be like, oh god, you love us, you really love us, and they'll come back. But it's possible they won't.